Hi, I'm Brett from Niche Laboratory. I'm currently living in China teaching English. As you can see, it's pretty bad weather again. Next time I go overseas to work, definitely picking somewhere with better weather. Anyway, I'm going to go inside and look for some more keyword tools to find some niche website keywords.
So Shane Barker from shanebarker.com was good enough to email me about his list of 39 keyword suggestion tools, and he says that Niche Laboratory is in this list, so many thanks for the shout out. Anyway, I thought I'd have a look through the list and see if there's any other tools that I recognise here. I should also add that a weekly roundup this is a weekly roundup, so a weekly roundup of different links and things can be a really good thing to put on your niche blog. I've actually got one niche blog, there's like a few resources which I've put in there, and it seems to get quite good traffic. In fact, the Niche Laboratory job I did the other day, based on its keywords, found a whole lot of other resources that I've never seen before that I'm definitely going to link to them, write a bit about them, and maybe I can get up to 30 or even 39 links, because that would be a really terrific article to have, and it's in a very valuable niche, so I'm definitely going to do a similar page to this. Anyway, got a bit sidetracked there. But let's have a look through the things. So number one, advanced web ranking. Not really heard of that one. Ahrefs, I have heard of that, kind of a link checker competitor. But look at the price, it's quite pricey, so way out of my price range, and probably most of the Niche Laboratory users are newbies, so they won't have anywhere near this money to spend on a tool. Number three, answer the public. I have actually already reviewed this tool on nichelaboratory.tv. If you check the comment section description, there is a link to my review. This is a really good keyword tool. Actually, when I started the Niche Laboratory blog, the first post I put on there was influenced from a brilliant keyword that I found on here. The downside is it's kind of strange. It doesn't seem to work for some niches. Some niches are good, some aren't so good, but it is a really good keyword tool to use. As I say, I always just say never use just one keyword tool, because you're potentially leaving so many keywords on the table if you only ever rely on one tool. Concentrate me, I don't know this one. I think this is good keywords, maybe Keyword Strategy Studio. I don't know if this is related to a tool I used a few years ago called Keyword Strategy. I was in the Keyword Academy, and one of the members started a keyword tool, which was quite good, but then they found it harder to get the data from Google, so then they closed it down. Shame. This one looks good though, especially if you want products, and it says it's free as well, which could be good. Maybe I should enhance Niche Laboratory to do more research on the product side. As I say, I don't really have many product related websites these days. Google Analytics, of course, everybody knows this. And the best thing I've found in Google Analytics is if you have existing sites, go in there and find your most popular pages. What I'm doing at the moment, an experiment, I've just massively increase the content on my 10 most popular pages on a couple of websites, and I imagine that's quite an easy win to get a lot more traffic. I also set up goals on Google Analytics. If you have products, then it's good to check how many people are downloading software or downloading ebooks and things. But the only downside is that Google Analytics is quite complex these days. It's not that intuitive really. The Google Keyword Planner used to be good, although they kind of made it harder to use now. It's not quite as good for keyword research. Also, bear in mind that it hides a lot of keywords and it's really only related to advertising, so there's all sorts of juicy keywords that you'll never find in there. Another problem I had is that there just aren't enough keywords you can find in there. So if you've been in your niche for a while, then you just run out of keywords. I did that on a couple of my niche websites. I just couldn't find any more keywords in the Google Keyword Planner. I would just find the same old keywords day in, day out. Also bear in mind that so many people use this as a data source that any keyword that appears in the Google Keyword Planner is going to be pretty competitive these days. Google Trends can be good. I tend to underuse this. It can be useful, but I tend not to really use it very much. I say Niche Laboratory because it gives a broad view of a niche. It's just so good for getting all kinds of related keywords, and I find it easier to use really than Google Trends. The other problem with Google Trends is it only really covers major niches, and most of my niches are way too small to get any useful data out of it. Grep words, I don't know, I've never heard of this one before. Hittail I used to use on my website. It used to inspect your website traffic and then it would find related keywords to keywords that you're already using. To be honest, I think the Google Webmaster, or Search Console as it's called now, is probably fairly similar. So unless your website's very big, then you probably don't need something like Hittail. Here, IM for SMB, bulk keyword generator. I'm not really sure what this is. Espionage, not heard of that. Kind of expensive. Jaxi, I think I looked at that one today. It came up in one of my own Niche Laboratory searches, and I did look at it. Keyword country, I've not really found that. Some are more related to advertising and marketing rather than finding keywords. Keyword eyed, I've never seen this before. I say it's always a good idea to find a few different keywords, keyword research tools, because then you might find some different keywords. All of the tools use different keyword sources. Keywordtool.io is something I've been using the other day. Yeah, it's kind of good, although some of the data sources it uses are similar to Niche Laboratory, and Niche Laboratory is much cheaper. I haven't done so much with other markets though, because I assume most people marketing are interested in the English USA market. Combinator, again, that's to do with more AdWords. KW Finder, again, this is another keyword tool that came out in my Niche Laboratory related searches when I was doing my own SEO. Longtail Pro, yeah, this is a very good tool. Obviously it's kind of aimed at us amateurs. It's quite expensive, like $25 to $30 a month, but there is a free trial. Also, you'll find that the keywords you find would easily make more than that per month. I'm in one particular affiliate scheme and I made $56 from one sale this month. So, I mean, that would easily pay for itself if you wrote 2 or 3 articles that were hits based on keywords here. So always don't be afraid to invest in your online business, because money invested in your business will pay off massively. LSI graph, that's kind of similar to Niche Laboratory, can be quite good. Moz is pretty expensive. I know lots of people like it. And here we are, number 24, Niche Laboratory. Screaming Frog, not sure what this is. Again, I've never heard of it, so it's nice to see these weekly roundups. I say if you have your own website, it's worth making roundups of things, because there's so many websites in any niche that people have never seen before. You will get rewarded by linking out to other sites, because you'll be rewarded with more traffic coming into your site. So don't be afraid of losing visitors to other people's websites. Also, don't be afraid to link to your competitors. Don't know this one. SEMrush. I think this is kind of good. It's been around quite a while. But getting all of these are kind of intended for agencies, really, people making a lot of money from SEO, that kind of work. SEO book, SEO chat. Don't know this one. Substat. Suval is worth a look as well. It's like very fast. It looks for data from Wikipedia, Amazon, answers.com. Actually, our niche laboratory also uses data sources from all of these. So if you use niche laboratory, then you'll be covered and get lots of the keywords that Suval finds. SpyFu I kind of like. You can put in your competitor's website and you can find their keywords, so it's kind of good if you want to go after their traffic and keywords, especially if you're in a competitive niche. Again, it's fairly pricey. Uber Suggest, yeah, I've not used that one for a while. I don't know if it finds any new keywords. Might be worth another look at that one. WordStream, I think it's quite an old one. It's probably one of the first keyword tools that ever came out. Or is that Word Tracker? I can't remember now. Words, I don't know what this one does. So the conclusion is, I hope this resource list will help you find the right tools to help you with your SEO, PPC, marketing strategy. Yeah, definitely does. I'd say one tool that he hasn't put on here is called Keyword Researcher Pro. I'll link to that. I've also done a review of that. It finds very question answer type keywords, and I've previously ranked very well for keywords that are found in that tool. And the good thing was that I bought that tool years ago and it still works. I get free updates, so it's another really good tool. It's kind of similar to Answer the Public, but I've done some searches on it the other day and I came up with like nearly 600 odd keyword ideas for a particular niche, so it's a really good tool worth using. So I hope you found these tools useful. I'll link to this article as well so you can go through and check out all these tools at your leisure. Thanks for watching.